You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started.
What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. The Voice of Reason and Tim Pool actually covered this article that really piqued my interest. Now, this article was published on the 8th of May. Women are paying big money to scream, smash sticks in the woods. It's called a rage ritual. Boy, this is a perfect representation of why society panders to women so much. Yeah, trust and believe, gentlemen. We all know women have no problems paying big money for anything that stokes their emotions. Kimberly Helbus still gets chills thinking about her first rage ritual. 2.5 years ago, after her divorce, the cybersecurity engineer embarked on a retreat to Scotland with Mia Banducci, an author and self-described, quote-unquote, spiritual fairy godmother, better known online as Mia Magic. Well, obviously, one batshit crazy woman follows another batshit crazy woman. As part of the retreat, Banducci held a rage ritual, a ceremony in which participants scream and beat large sticks on the ground in the woods. Participants are encouraged to think of people and experiences that have wronged them and to scream and swing the sticks for at least 20 minutes or until they can no longer move their arms. Wow. Just wow. When you look at the video of these women, gentlemen, do you really think women really want to get into a physical, quote-unquote, gender war? Nah, it wouldn't last. I always go back to one of my favorite movies, The Screwfly Solution, in which the gender war actually does go hot. It does go physical. And the end result, women are wiped out in less than 6 months. Something to think about. Rage rituals have garnered attention on TikTok, where they've resonated particularly with women. In comments, women describe how moving it is to see other women embody their anger, an emotion experts say society often discourages women from expressing. Ah, yes, gentlemen, we all know what that leads to. That's right, penis envy. Women are so quick to say, well, men do it too, therefore we should be allowed to do it. Yeah, no. Society keeps trying to protect women from themselves. But, in my humble opinion, I say, let them do it. Let the chains of restraint go. Let these women experience what it's truly like out there. Let them. But, like I said, referring back to what I previously said, they want to keep women protected as long as they're willing to consume. Quote unquote, there's no place where you can see women be able to be angry like that and it not be condemned, Helmus said. Quote unquote, she's just hormonal. She's just unhinged. She's just crazy. She's just on her period. She's just whatever. This was a place where you were probably for the first time in a really, really long time, if ever, able to scream out loud things about how you felt. Really? We live in a society that pretty much lets women do anything that they want, up to and including terminating people. Yeah. And the convenient excuse that all women have point to a man. A man somehow made me do this. And society's all too happy to say, yeah, let's go find that man. Let's punish him for making that woman feel like she had to do something that was bad instead of punishing the woman. Or should I say, punishing the woman appropriately. As you all know, gentlemen, women do get less time for the exact same crime that men commit. Even when the woman is proven to be a mastermind of a plot, they will still find a way to exhibit some sort of sympathy for her. Yeah, right? Oh, hell no. And yet, that is something that feminists never fight for. That's right, equal sentencing when it comes to criminal behavior. But that is another video for another time. What is a rage ritual? Banducci has led rage rituals for several years and began doing them first for herself, then for her friends, and eventually as part of her days-long retreats, which include other activities and can range in price from around $2,000 to $4,000. Her one-day version, she says, costs $222 per ticket. You know what? I cannot knock this hustle. I surely can't. And the fact that women are willing to pay all of this, like I said, this is a perfect representation of how pandering to women works for society. Get women to spend their money. Anything that can elicit an emotional response from women, yeah. This goes back to something that I've always said over the years. When it comes to men and society, there's only two reasons why women are so pandered to. For men to get laid or to get paid. That's it. Look no further than the American Black community. Yeah, one Derek Jackson. Even after everything came out about his true character, Black women still paid gobs of money just to see this man, just to have him talk to them, just to have him tell them exactly what they wanted to hear. The process of a rage ritual is pretty simple. First, Banducci says, participants gather large sticks while conjuring to mind, quote unquote, every person who's ever crossed you, who's ever hurt you, who's ever ignored your boundaries or taken advantage of you or abused you in any way. After some warm-up breaths, the screaming and swinging begins. The ritual is held in the woods so participants can be noisy without fear of bothering people nearby. Oh, the irony of holding these things in the woods. I wonder if the woods are properly searched to ensure that there are no wild animals around at the time. Sounds to me like this would be the perfect scenario for women to actually run into the bears that they would choose. Yeah, right. No. Now, of course, there have been some content creators who've put out videos about Diddy and what he did to Cassie, and saying why they understand women would choose the bear over men. Yeah, right. No. For one Diddy, point, I can put out several sick women files as to show you why men should actually choose the bear over the modern woman. But, like I said, that's neither here nor there. Unexpected feelings can also arise during a rage ritual. Helmus, for instance, thought her first rage ritual would address the anger she felt towards her ex-husband. Instead, she felt something much deeper, a grief she'd been holding onto since witnessing the deletion of a friend when she was 15. Hold up. Wait a minute. So, deeper in her mind was grief over a friend, yet somehow her ex-husband was made to pay for it. Wow, what a raggedy ass bitch. What does a therapist think of rage rituals? Psychotherapist Stephanie Sarkis says people deal with anger in a variety of ways, and there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution to rage. For some, rage is better handled with activities, or should I say, activating strategies, like hitting a punching bag or doing an intense workout. For others, soothing strategies like deep breaths, slow walks, calm music, that work better. It's important to know how best you process anger before undergoing a rage ritual, Sarkis says. Sarkis isn't against rage rituals. If they help you release anger, you can afford them, and they're done safely, she doesn't see the harm. Why do rage rituals resonate with women in particular? Rage rituals seem to have struck a chord, particularly among women, who write in social media comments about how moving it is to see women let out their anger. Quote unquote, why did I have an immediate visceral reaction and start crying? One woman wrote. Quote unquote, I literally cried seeing this. I need this. Another wrote, quote unquote, as a now middle-aged woman with even more rage, I need this, wrote another. Sarkis says this isn't surprising. After all, women have been historically discouraged from embracing their right to feel angry, she says. Once again, with the revisionist history. It's like, don't be a bitch, or don't be angry, or don't be aggressive, or don't stand up for yourself, don't protect your integrity, don't tell anyone that they don't have consent to touch your body or speak to you in a certain way, she says. There are particular emotions that are accepted in the gender binary that we need to feel. Men need to cry, and it's healthy for men to cry, and women need to feel angry. Well. All right. So the whole thing with men and crying. Yeah, right. See, if I find it ironic, they love to say, well, men should do this. Men should be more emotional. Men should open up. Until that man actually does open up, he allows himself to be vulnerable. What happens to the woman in his life? 9 times out of 10, she's going to lose respect for him. 10 times out of 10, they're going to use that as a weapon to bash him over the head later on down the line. Yep. Now, gentlemen, we all felt rage. We all feel angry, especially with the amount of pressure that is put on us every single day to perform. You see, women, you're simply human beings. Us men, we're human doings. We do everything we can to maintain this comfortable ass society that you love to say, well, the patriarchy needs to go away and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, the exact same patriarchy that keeps you safe. Oh, talk about irony. Talk about being fucking ingrates. Yeah. But gentlemen, like I said, we've all felt rage. We've all felt extreme anger. But you know what? We have a lot of activities that lets us get that poison out. Yep. Hitting that punching bag. Going for that long walk, getting out exercising, going for a long drive. Hell, I'm going to tell you one more. You know what? Someone pisses you off? Shit. When you get home, rub one out. Oh, yeah. Post-nut clarity goes a long way in relieving that anger. Yep. No matter how mad you might be, just rub one out. Like, man, whew, man, fuck them people. Fuck them. Yeah. And people love to talk about how, oh, well, men should express themselves and blah, 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 blah. Man, fuck them people. Only thing they want you to do is express yourself in a way that gives them some sort of leverage over you. Like I said, if you're vulnerable to your woman, guess what? She's going to use it against you. However, hey, you know what? Like Bill Burr said, rub one out like a boss. It's the champagne of victory. It truly is. And yeah, guess what? For men, it helps us de-stress. And it's also good for your prostate too. Yeah. See, I find it ironic. People love to clown men that talk about masturbation. Oh, you just can't get no woman. What? Really? That's all you can glean from a man that's actually taking care of himself. But see, once again, gentlemen, it's all about you being of service to a woman to try to get sexual release. Yeah, no. Especially these women nowadays, these Western women, to be more specific. Oh, hell no. No. But yeah, all in all, like I said, I'm not knocking this business because, hey, women are willing to pay for anything that triggers their emotional state. So, gentlemen, hey, this is why society continues to pander to women. But, yeah, all in all, it is what it is. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the full article. Let me know what you guys think. And for you women out there who believe you need to go to a quote-unquote rage ritual, go ahead. Spend that money. But you better understand something. The power you think you have in society that allows you to actually go out and express yourself in the woods, that's going out. Feminism and the idea that you're going to be able to impose your will onto men because you've let the rage out, that's going to go out right along with it. Because trust and believe, ladies, as much as rage you think you have, believe you me, us men, we have way, 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 way deeper reserves of the rage. And trust me, a lot of us are still containing it until your fuckery pushes us beyond our line. And guess what? That rage that we have comes out. And believe you me, our rage is way more deadly than yours. It is what it is. But remember, gentlemen, remember, if you start to feel that rage, hey, take some time to yourself, go rub one out, go choke one-eyed Willie until he vomits. Get that poison out if you can. But like I said, in the end, it is what it is. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am